Spider-Man Miles Morales offers a new adventure with a new character, while keeping many elements from the previous game, allowing for familiarity in this new spin-off adventure. Here is the structure of the story. Peter leaves the country for a few weeks for a special project and leaves the care of New York to Miles as a way to help him receive the final push needed into accepting the fact that he isn't just another Spider-Man, but rather the fact that he is Spider-Man.
Whenever you say Spider-Man, you always mean the other one. You're Spider-Man. You can fix this. Your way.
This game puts Miles against a new gang known as the Underground, led by the Tinkerer, as they face off in a war against the energy corporation known as Roxxon. Gameplay is very similar to the previous game, with the addition of a different gameplay style for Miles. This difference in style comes in the form of his web swinging, stealth takedowns, and even the style of combat. As being a smaller game, this for some reason means that Miles has a smaller moveset compared to Peter's. He has fewer finishing moves and fewer gadgets at his disposal. Another difference here is that it feels as if Miles is weaker than Peter, as enemies seem to require more hits to be defeated. This, however, is balanced out by the abilities Miles has that Peter doesn't. We are, of course, talking about his Venom Strike attacks and camouflage ability. As for traversal, Miles doesn't seem to jump as high as Peter, but also appears to be a little bit clumsy in the way he moves and acts. When it comes to mission and activities in the game, most of the time you will be spent in Harlem, but there are other events scattered around the city. These events are in the form of crimes in progress, collectible items, enemy bases, and training sections. As for these collectibles and enemy bases, not only are they similar to the previous game, but also just feel like recycling the same content, but on a smaller scale. Your missions come in the form of the main story missions as well as side missions found on a new game system, the FNSM app, or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app. Some of these side missions were actually pretty fun to play, as some of them do connect to reveal a bigger story, a bigger side plot that you are there to solve. Unfortunately, this side plot doesn't really have a very satisfying ending to it. But being that this is just a halfway game before the sequel, we may see some kind of true ending in the next installment. When it comes to main missions, you will receive phone calls from various characters in the game to let you know when you have a new mission. I've heard the complaint that these calls, as well as the 2 in-game podcasts, show up too often, preventing players from enjoying the in-game music. I didn't find this to be true on my end, as I was hardly interrupted while completing the different side activities at my disposal. The story in this game takes various turns and provides different surprises and emotion that I wasn't expecting to feel. This is truly a story about friendship and family, as well as a story of pushing past your limits and fears and doing whatever it takes to help your fellow citizens.
What was that?
All good. Little spill. Get it cleaned up real quick. All good. It's all right, man.
Ay, bendito. Mi hijo. Qué guapo.
The game took me about 15 or so hours to reach 100% completion, as well as gaining a majority of the trophies. Now, as for the negatives of the game does have its fair share of bugs and glitches, the most common one being that character dialogues tend to disappear during cutscenes, and there's also been bugs such as character bodies disappearing and being stuck in random places.
This setup belongs to who I think it does. Oh crap. Fisk! I can sever the connection from here. Just keep him talking.
But a simple restart seemed to fix these bugs. Lucky for me, when it came to restarting the game has a very good autosave feature. So when restarting your game from a bug, you're really not losing too much progress from when you had the issue come up.
Man out and secure the area.
This setup belongs to who I think it does. Fisk.
What is this? Who are you?
Oh, crap.
Now, I did also experience one hard crash that caused me to completely restart everything in terms of restarting the game, but that only happened once. So I did hear that a patch is coming out this week to fix these bugs, so it's not a major issue, just something to be aware of. Overall, what we have here is just a taste of what's to come in the future. While this spin-off is smaller than the previous game, it is filled with a good amount of content, and it certainly packs a punch and doesn't flop on its face. Thank you for watching my review. I'm Anthony Online Tech. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.